guys, welcome to Nerd Bites, and this is going to be my spoiler review for Season 2 of Star Wars Rebels. Of course there will be spoilers, not obviously too much, but I'll be saying some few things, bits and bobs throughout, so make sure you've seen the season first. So Season 2, I reviewed Season 1, so make sure you check, I'll have it at the end of this video so you can click the link and watch it. I'm also going to be reviewing Season 3 once it's over, so for now let's see what I thought of Season 2. Season 2, it built more. It built more from Season 1. Season 1 was a little bit light-hearted, introducing the characters and where they stand and whatnot, but with this, it builds more on the characters, it builds more on the story, and we have some awesome things that happen, and it is definitely an improvement. With this, you've got Darth Vader in it. I mean, Vader comes at the start, and he kind of is gone, and then he appears again at the end, but again, as I've always said, I don't mind having a minimal amount of Darth Vader, because it's too much on him, it's focused too much on him. But when he does appear, you shit yourself, you're like, something's going to go down, someone's going to die, something bad's going to happen, Vader is on the scene, that's a big deal. So anytime he appears is awesome, but if it's too much, then it becomes less awesome. So having him at the start and at the end was probably a good thing. It's realising also that Kanan realised that that's not an Inquisitor, that's a Sith Lord, we can't, gotta go. Can't there. We will die if we go against him. And they briefly lock blades, but that's pretty much it. Then you get some more Inquisitors. You get a couple more again. They have the spinning lightsabers, which they can float like helicopters. I thought that was really quite silly, to be honest. But whatever. It's for kids as well, so I'll let it slide. A lot more with this season as well is building on Ezra becoming a Jedi and learning, and the training sessions and all that kind of stuff. That works quite well with him and the dynamic of Kanan. It also starts the beginnings of them building the Rebel Alliance, or interjecting themselves into what is the primitive of the Rebel Alliance. They're helping them out a bit more, and it's getting to the point, like Syndulla, she's a part of it already, and she's basically telling the guys, we need to be part of this fight. And that builds up through the seasons. That is a nice little side bit of story while we focus on the main part of the story, which is Ezra and Kanan and the Sith and Vader and whatnot. Ahsoka as well, she also appears. If you watch the Clone Wars, this Clone Wars ties into this season a lot more than it did in Season 1 with Ahsoka, and also Captain Rex and a couple of more of the clones. And that episode I quite actually liked. It was the fact that it was quite tense between Kanan and the clones, because obviously the clones destroyed a lot of the Jedi, and he's quite apprehensive about it, but Rex is trying to say, well, no, we deferred, we didn't do that, we didn't kill anyone, we kind of left it, we took our chips out as well. And just that tension there between the characters in the past, and you see the shit that they've gone through, obviously watching the previous series. And that worked really well in that episode. It's trying to get that boundary of trust with Rex. And Rex stays there. He stays through the season, and I really quite enjoy that. Ahsoka's kind of in and out, because she kind of thinks that potentially Vader might be Anakin. She's not too sure, so she buggers off, and then she comes back when she's kind of figured it out. And she's got white lightsabers as well. I mean, she's not a Jedi, she's not a Sith, she's like a grey Jedi, she's the in-between kind of thing. But she's a lot more grown up now, she's a lot more sophisticated to a point, she knows a lot more, she's been through a lot more, and it's cool to see her back, really, for the brief time that she is. Yes, because at some point she obviously figures out Darth Vader is Anakin. They end up having a massive fight in the finale, and it's a kick-ass fight, it's awesome. I mean, Vader's kicking ass, Ahsoka's kicking ass, and just seeing the old Master and Apprentice locking horns is awesome. All the while having this other stuff go on with Kanan and Ezra, and Darth fucking Maul is back as well, but he's an old decrepit man, but he can still move, and he kind of tricks Ezra into getting the Sith holocron. That all goes on at the same time, as well as the Inquisitors. There's so much going on in the finale, it's unreal. And then you've got Darth Maul fighting against Kanan. He blinds Kanan as well. That was a ballsy move for the people at Star Wars Rebels, because this is mainly for the kids. You want this staying power of these characters, and if he's blind, he's lost something, and I think that was a cool thing to do. I really do. I think it just is a bold move, it develops his character more, it also develops the story more, and that serious stuff happens in these episodes. Ezra's lightsaber gets cut down as well, so obviously in the next season he gets a new lightsaber, which obviously I'll talk about in Season 3. Maul gets away, the Inquisitors get cut down, they don't seem to last very long, that's probably why they're not proper Sith. And the final showdown with Vader and Ahsoka, it's kind of left open, to be honest, because it pretty much looks like Ahsoka's been killed by Vader. Vader gets away, and then you see the entrance to the Sith temple, and you kind of see a little shadow as if it's Ahsoka, but you're not sure, is that her going into the afterlife? Is that her still alive and fleeing into the temple? It's left so open that you can't really be sure. I think she's... If it were me, I'd say have her be dead, because she's not in the original trilogy, obviously, at any point. She's never mentioned, so I think having Vader kill her is a cool thing to do. It just kind of closes that door in the Clone Wars, really, for those characters. Of course, there is some kind of filler episodes up and down here. The episode with the whales was a bit... like space whales, I'm serious. It was a bit silly. Again, it was a bit silly, but I let it go because it is for kids as well as adults, so they have to have that kind of cool, fun thing inside it, and you know, it is what it is. So yeah, there is some kind of meh episodes, but the character building was a lot better this time within those episodes as well as the rest of them. So I never felt like I was bored. I just felt like certain bits were a little bit silly. But apart from that, yeah, great. Guys, overall, Season 2 was a lot better than Season 1. It built more on these characters, it built more on the story. There was some more epic moments. Anytime Darth Vader's in it, just makes it awesome. It carried over some more stuff from the Clone Wars and built brilliantly. And the ending was kind of left all open-ended, yet it has some epic conclusion parts as well. And yeah, overall, it's definitely a big improvement on Season 1, and it really pushes ahead to Season 3, and I'm properly looking forward to it, because as we know, Grand Admiral Thrawn is in it, and that is an awesome call for whoever decided to do that at Disney. Brilliant idea. So overall, yeah, Season 2 was great, and I think it's fair to give it 4 stars. So that's what I thought of Season 2 of Star Wars Rebels. What did you think about it? Let me know down in the comments or send me an email. You can also find me on the various social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, moviepilot.com. Just type in Nerdbytes anywhere and I'm sure you'll find me. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share my videos. And of course, keep it nerdy.